Oh, sorry, y'all. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Crown by Kenzie. Y'all already know. I don't have to tell y'all who it is. What y'all been up to? Hopefully, y'all had a good Monday. I have too. Just a bit busy. Just a bit busy trying to figure some things out on top of work. Um, but I was trying out something different, y'all. I was trying to do this from a different angle. Um, to film this show from a different angle and at a different location, but that did not work out. So last minute, I had to turn around and try to put everything back together, put it back in the setup that it was, just so I could try to make it to you guys in time and get a video out tonight, a live. So y'all, I'm here. We're gonna get this time thing down. We're gonna get it down. We're gonna come up with a time. I thought 6:30 was a good time, but I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I need to push it to 7. I don't know. We'll come up with it. So y'all just stick in with y'all. Hopefully, you guys have followed my directions and subscribe, like, commented, and hit the subscribe, not the subscribe, I'm sorry, hit the notification bell so that way you do know when these videos go live or I post something new. Just in case I ain't there at 6:30. No, I post randomly. Y'all, I don't know. We'll come down. We'll come up with it. Trust me, I'm gonna get a time locked in there, and we're gonna get busy every day at that time. So we'll get to it. Who's in the room? Who's in the room? Say hi, speak. Don't just sit like a ghost. Say what's up. Hey y'all. All right, so guys, get into it. Get on in here. Get on in here. Come on, people. Where y'all at? Come on, everybody, get in here. What's up, everybody? Say hi. Say hi. Anywho, Friday before I posted it, the last post video I did with you guys, we didn't get a chance to talk about any of the shows. I think I mentioned to you guys that that was going to be one of the things that I was going to start following up on different shows. That hey Wendy, I I was going to start following up on different shows that come on. Some of them come on Friday night, Saturday night, and of course, right now I'm not posting on the weekend, so today is all about these three shows that I've been watching. And some of you have submitted show ideas to me. Trust me, I'm going to follow up on those too, and then we'll be discussing those shows as well. And if you have any other shows that you would like for me to discuss that you found particularly interesting, reach out to me. Let me know. Send me an email, text, a message in the bottle. Hell, I don't care. Send me something and let me know. All right. So y'all, the first show we're gonna get into now. I don't know if y'all catch Love After Lockup, but when I tell y'all this is a very interesting show. Now, it seems like every daggone season, somebody always end up playing Boo Boo the Fool. Okay, because if you're not familiar with the show, pretty much is they follow people who are in relationships pre-release from prison. Most of the time it's women. I think there has been like one or two maybe gay couples on the show thus far, but it's mostly men and women. And it's usually the women that's following up with the men are getting out of prison, but then you have a few sprinkled in there with the men getting out, I mean the women getting out of prison and these men. Anyway, I say all that to say this. It always end up being it's always either at least one fool on the show. But it seems like this season it's a damn fool, all on fools. Y'all, let's start here. Let's start here. So if you watched the episode on Friday, um, pretty much they following up with Troy and Zariah. Troy's just getting out of prison. Him and Zariah have been married for a few years, but I think they've never been together on the out. Yeah, they've never been together on the outside. And I think before he went into prison, they may have talked maybe like a month or so before he went into prison. But anyway, Zariah, this girl from Syracuse, New York. Child. Hey, Trava. Syracuse, New York. She's first of all, let's talk that daggone Buffon. That girl, it's the 2000s. That hairstyle is late, ma'am. It's very, very late. No shade though. I've been to Syracuse, New York, okay? I've been. The hairstyle kind of on brand. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The hairstyle is really on brand. But girl, let it go. Let it go. That little bouffant thing. I'm telling you, I don't know what to do with it. But anywho, they're getting to the hotel room now. On the previous episode, they had just got to their hotel room. She had it all set up and stuff for him. His first day out. They get ready to kick it. They about to, do some things. I think Miss Rao forgot the cameras with that because when she started kissing him on his chest in that tub, Mama head started to bob towards the other way. She almost forgot that them cameras was there. I swear up and down she forgot because she was about to get the word. You can already see her. And then she's so stuck on this thing about the size of his manhood. That's so weird. She's like a size queen or something. Like what are you so stuck on the size of his manhood? Like that's your husband. You got married to him. And now you're so stuck on. I mean, it just keeps coming up. The size of his manhood, the size of his manhood, the size of his manhood. I mean, it constantly. Like, girl, you married to him. What difference is it gonna make? You bought the car before you even took a test drive. But then after they do what they do, she come back to the cameras and she swear up and down. Okay, it's all there. It was what I thought it was gonna be. He lied. I guess he set her up and told her it wasn't there. Y'all, I believe she lied. I believe it was exactly what he told her, but she just didn't want to embarrass his ass on camera. Let's call a spade a spade. But anyway, she was way too obsessed. Now, if you don't know Zariah is one of those girls. Zariah, I'm sorry, she came from a Christian background, like her father's a pastor, and so it's the mother. But anyway, they had her, and she was raised in the church. She was a church girl. And now she's turned from a church girl to a church girl that like bad boys. Y'all know how it goes. We all know somebody in that situation. Sometimes the ones that be in the church, they be the worst ones. I'm just saying, don't get mad at me. Get mad at the people that do it because it's the truth. It's usually the church girls that get out and act the plumb damn fool. They go crazy. So Zariah is the perfect example of a church girl. She loved the thug boys. She done lost her damn mind. She got them straight out of prison. Her family, they're all on it. They love it. They love it. But I think maybe they just can't do nothing with her, so they got to go along and get along. Y'all know how it goes. Some of y'all got some children. Y'all know how it goes. Anywho, next, True and Shantae. So it leads back into True and Shantae. They pick up what they left off at them being in the car. And Shantae saying she needs to step out for a while. Take the camera, take the mic off here. I need to step out for a while. Because she's pretty much getting frustrated with True. She's trying to explain to him that he needs to pretty follow up with his parole officer, make all those appointments, whatever you have to do when you get out of prison. Whoever you need to call and contact and follow up with, because again, he just got out of prison. And I think she's becoming more and more frustrated with him because it seems like he's just not getting it. He Either he ain't getting it or he don't want to get it. That you need to handle your business first before you think about anything else. Follow up with your parole officer. You're still indebted to these people. They can come and lock your ass back up tomorrow if you're not following protocol. So be a man, handle your business first, and then pleasure comes after. And then I think on the fact that they don't live in the city where his parole officer is and where he was released at. And mind you, he was just released, I want to say a day or two prior, maybe a day prior. And so you're right, Trava. You're absolutely right. The church girls. But he was just released like a day or two prior. So she's really trying to get him to handle his business. But what he is not understanding is, and this is another thing that frustrates her, but it's her own daggone fault because she's saying that he's not understanding the cost of everything, the price of the Airbnb, all the money it took her to get there. Let's back this thing up real quick, okay? Let's back it up. Shanta never met this guy. Okay, Shantae never met this guy. Never even went on never been to a prison visit. Period. She claimed she had her own reason why she didn't want to go. Why is that, ma'am? I think, and it's just me thinking. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Hey, Mika. Me too. um, I think it was self-esteem. Is the reason why. I'm just gonna call a spade and call it how I see it. I think the reason why she didn't go to that prison, didn't want to go to that prison because of her self-esteem. She was scared how he was gonna look at her. Because little backstory, True made it clear that he has never dated a black girl. Okay? Mm-mm. Not with him. He's always on the, you know, those from European descent. He's always been that type of guy. So he's never dated a black girl. I think her knowing this, I think that kind of fed into her insecurity, which is what led her not to want to go to the prison until release day. So, with that being said, now stay with me here because I may be off track. Y'all know I'm all over the place sometimes, but stay with me here. I think because of that, and this is one of those things, y'all know, we all know somebody that's doing it, has done it, so on and so forth. They become a paymaster. They know normally you would not be the person that they would go for. They know that they're not the person that you would normally go for, or that person would normally go for. So in order to get them, they think, okay, the money gonna bring them in. Let me start shelling out the money, which is what Shantae did with True. I want to say it was upwards. I think she had $50,000 or so on and so forth saved up into her account. And she was in the beginning of this. She was always talking about how she was going to put that money towards opening up her own restaurant because I think she was if I'm not mistaken, a manager for a local fast food restaurant. And so she was going to use that money to put towards her restaurant. And so when they first came in the show last season, they were discussing how True was going to get out of prison and he was going to become part owner of the restaurant, which is a huge mistake. Girl, you stupid or just plain ass dumb. You don't know this guy. You already making plans with him about being part owner of your company? Yeah, no. Anyhow, so during that time, she was constantly sending him money, constantly sending him money. And we ain't gonna go back that far, but I'll drop a link in the comments where y'all can go on this site and y'all can watch these episodes and kind of catch yourself up if you're not familiar, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. But she kept sending him money. She kept sending him right. She kept sending him money, kept sending him money. So pretty, and I think her brother or somebody, her brother, now let me just say this. Let me put this out there. Hold on. Okay, it's there. Her brother or her uncle, somebody came into her house and she let him stay there. On top of that, he stole some money from her, and now she don't. Now she pretty much not whatsoever. She's pretty much drained her account. Just done. Hardly nothing in there. Last time she checked, if I'm not mistaken, it was like $2,000 in there. She was having a hard time. On top of she moved somewhere to try to be closer to his prison, so that way he can parole out to that address. So not only is she paying mortgage and rent for the place that they're currently in, she's paying mortgage and rent for the place that she moved out of. Dumb, 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 dumb. All for a dude you never met out of prison. But we're gonna move on. So she's growing irritated with him because he's not understanding that the money just ain't falling off the tree, but you set him up for it. It's like a child. And first off, he went in prison when he was like 16 or 17 years old. So he does not know the outside world at this point. Okay? He does not know. You set him up and made him believe, because of your self-esteem, I'm sure, again, you made him believe that you had all the money. So your money problems, he ain't worried about that. Why should he be? You started him with it, so why should he be worried about it? Who would? Girls run up. He gonna run up a bag on that ass. In a way, I don't blame him. She set him up for it. That's her own problem. Anyhow, um, so they get back to the house, and then she brings up to him. She brings up because he's called her boring everything. He's called her boring. She lame. He tried to take her to the sex shop. She was acting all shy, and you can tell she a good girl, low self-esteem. She's probably been with a ton of guys that don't did her wrong and used her up. But he took her to a sex shop, tried to get her opened up. He got her some toys. She didn't know how to ask. She was all nervous and stuff, calling her friends on the outside of the sex shop. And I know he ain't been out of prison since he was 16 or 17 years old child. He took her back to that Airbnb and run a muck on her ass. And now he done with her. He's told her she's boring, so on and so forth. And then so with all of that being said, and he's growing frustrated with her because she acting like an old lady, he's now at the point where, wait a minute, I don't like this. This ain't what I signed up for. Really, it's probably him used to being with our cousins of European descent, and they probably let him run amok and do what he gonna do whatever he want to do. And he's not used to this black girl who's trying to put her foot down with him. She's trying her best to put her foot down, but it just ain't working. And I think he's growing more and more uninterested in her. And so they eventually have a conversation about what we're gonna be. Are we gonna still remain engaged? Are we gonna remain friends? Or are we gonna remain dating? True hitter with a bomb. I saw it coming. I think Stevie Wonder saw it coming too. Y'all saw it too. We just gonna take our time. We gonna date. What does that mean? We all know what it means. We all know what it means. Let's not even play no games here. We all know what the hell that means. Anyway, we'll come back. So Kim and Joey. Kim and Joey is the couple from here in North Carolina. I want to say they're from Asheville. They were high school sweethearts or whatever have you back in the day. Kim, she got with Joey. Joey's been in prison for a while. He was hooked on drugs, but he just got out. And she picked him up. They go back to the cabin that she rented. I want to say it's an Airbnb cabin, but she got a cabin so that way they can have a night alone before they go back home with her two boys. Now Kim was married before. She was married, cheated on her husband, which she revealed in this episode. She cheated on her husband, got with Joey, found out she was pregnant. No, no, no. Wait a minute. I'm wrong. Her husband cheated on her. So, in order to get her husband back at that time, she went and got with Joey when he was a free man. She got with Joey. She found out she was pregnant. And then she went back home to her husband. So, I guess it was her husband's kids, safe to say. Um, but then her and her husband separated. She got with Joey. Joey went to prison, drugs, robbery, whatever, whole nine. But anyway, he just got out, so they're in the cabin and whatnot. And um, somebody somebody sent him a message right before he got out, and they told him that she had been seeing with her ex husband, and they're still harping on they don't know who it is, but they're pretty much come to the conclusion that it was her ex-husband because he's tried that before. He still wants to be back with her. Anywho, she's not hearing it. They're in the cabin, and Kim is kind of self-conscious about her mom because she has not seen him since she had her kids. So her body has drastically changed in her mind. It's drastically changed. She's a little scared, nervous about, I don't know how you gonna look at me. Hey, everybody in here, make yourself known, subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell. But anyway, she's pretty much nervous about how he's gonna look at her. He sees her, he feels like, okay, you still lit, you still got the body, good, all's well that ends well. See, girl, you worried about nothing. Now, moving on to a new couple, Bianca and Daniel. First episode with them on here. Bianca is this young girl. I'm gonna sum her up real fast, and we're gonna try to sum her up in this episode because I don't want to spend too much time. I got other stuff going on, other episodes to talk about, so I don't want to spend too much time with this. Anyway, young white girl who was in an accident a few years, 4.5 years ago. Um, Mm, I'm sorry. A young girl in an accident not too long ago. Um, she got with it. She was out one night drinking with her friend from out of town. Her friend offered to take her home. Her girlfriend wind up going up a ramp at an airport and hit a brick wall, hit a concrete wall head on. She couldn't talk for a few months. Um, her friend was driving under influence. I think I said that she was DUI. So she couldn't talk for a few months. She's got her voice back. She got this lump sum of money, but she says that she was browsing. Now, her words, not mine. She was browsing the prison website to find someone else that was incarcerated with a DUI or DWI to help her through what she was going through. Now, I don't get that for the life in me. How some man in prison gonna help you? Because if anything, you wouldn't want to reach out to him because he was charged with the DUI, just because you were just in the accident because of somebody who was driving under the influence. So how the hell is he gonna help you? I'm real confused about that. Do she want him to tell her why he was drunk, why he was out, drunk driving? Right. Hey kid, what's up? Um, Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. So my whole thing is, what did she want out of that situation? I don't understand that shit for the life in me. Excuse me, y'all. I don't understand that for the life in me. Like, what was she expecting to get out of that situation? Anyway, she met this guy Daniel. He's in there 4.5 years for aggravated DUI burglary, and he's in Arizona, so he's scheduled to be released because she got all this money, undisclosed amount, which she can't talk about legally. I get it. She went what you say, kid? Yeah. Oh, she went, so she got this undisclosed lump sum of money, and she lives in Florida, but she's about to go. She went and rented out a place in, it doesn't travel. She went and rented out a place in Arizona, got a 4-month lease because within the first 90 days, he can't be paroled out to an out of state address. So he got to be paroled out to an Arizona address. So again, she's never met this guy, knows nothing about him whatsoever. Now, the picture that I'm sure he showed her, he was a good looking guy. But the picture that his mugshot, child, please. Can we say drunk? Looked like he was on drugs, allegedly. Everything. And she this naive little young girl. Looked like she like 22 years old or something. Girl. And then she says something about she can save him. Now that's where it got me at. That's what my mind went like, what? You can save him. You about to save him, all right. Mm-hmm. What that undisclosed amount of money looking like? That's how you about to save him. And then so she get with her friend. He looks like Rosie O'Donnell, but we'll get on from there. All right, so Zariah and Troy. I didn't tell y'all in the beginning as Zariah and Troy, the little church at the front. She she gets him home. She tells him about his son. Tells him about his mom is coming into town. Him and his mom have this estranged relationship. I think she sent him to live with a friend when he was like 4 years old or something because she was on drugs and she was an alcoholic, so on and so forth. They get back to Zariah's house. Zariah's sister lives with her. I don't think I mentioned that. Right. He don't want to be saved, Wendy. Um, Zariah's sister lives with her. And so Troy comes to the house, he meet the sister, everybody, they all hugs and kisses and smiles and so on and so forth. Mind you, Zariah and her sister have already had a conversation about now she can't walk around the house, her sister now. I can't walk around the house in my booty shorts because he coming here. I can't walk around like I like to walk around. And Zariah tells her sister, yes, you can. It's still your house, pretty much. You can walk around like you want to. You don't have to feel no different. Let's see how that shit works. Excuse me. Let's see how that works out for you. Mm-hmm. Let her get comfortable and walk around in her booty shorts and little thongs or whatever she want to walk around in. Let's see how it works out for you. Follow up with you in a few months. We definitely want to know how that's gonna work out for you. Okay. Anyway, she lets him know that his mom is coming and pretty much he needs to get ready and he's thrown off because who told you to contact his mom? He has no relationship with her. That was not your place to even contact her. She's done it, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And he just gotta get ready. Letitia and Keith. Letitia is getting ready for um Keith called her last episode and told her that he was eligible for some kind of immediate release. And so on this episode, they're following up with that. But when Letitia, and this is a new couple, Letitia soon finds out, and y'all, I want to give y'all background on each one of these couples, but I can't, especially for time purposes. I'm kind of pressed with time. I'm trying to do an hour and stick with that hour. So I'll put a link in the video, and you guys can go back and you can check out the website, and you all can check out the show and get a little bit more details on these different couples. But anyway, so Letitia Letitia finds out that after she told the whole family, had this family dinner, everything, let everybody know Keith is supposed to be getting out, his early release. She finds out, she calls the courts and finds out he's not getting out. Letitia, you need to, ma'am. They told her, ma'am, you need to speak with your attorney. Come to find out, they just been paying a paralegal. I think she said like $1,500. Girl. But the court clerk lets her know that on this paperwork I'm showing he ain't eligible for nothing. It says NA. So wherever you got this information that he's about to get out, he's eligible for early release and immediate release, that there was a motion filed. No, ma'am, none of that. So you want to contact your attorney. So she got on the phone, she tried to frantically call the what they call it, the paralegal. Girl, he done ran off with your damn money. He got the bag and ran off. You ain't getting that back. He gone. He don't owe you nothing. Out the door. So now you've been set up for Boo Boo the Fool. And now you want to, I'm going to pop up on him. Play for that. What you should have popped up on was a real attorney. That's what you should have popped up on, but you failed to do so. So, oh well. Anywho, Bianca, back to the little girl, Bianca, and her friend Andreas that looked like Rosie O'Donnell with the hair. Anywho, she calls his parents. His father gets on the line and asks her, "How are you sane?" His mom calls her. I'm sorry. So I guess she's built this relationship with his mom and this and the other. Daniel, the boyfriend in prison. She's built this relationship with his mom, and the mom, of course, the mom gonna say whatever it takes. She's gonna make you feel comfortable because she just wants you to get her son out of prison and provide him somewhere to stay. And I'm sure your little naive tail don't already told them that you got all this money. So of course they're gonna hype you up. They don't look like they got it. I ain't trying to judge, but I'm judging. They don't look like they got it. So of course they're gonna hype you up and tell you everything that you want to hear. Just so she can ensure that when her baby get out of prison, he's gonna be well taken care of. He is going to be well taken care of. Don't worry about it. They're gonna run up a bag on you, man. And so she puts the dad on there. And before the dad comes on camera, or before the mom calls, her and her friend, they're talking about, is she going to remain sober when is she not going to drink around him because he's an alcoholic. He went to prison for a DUI. He was on drugs. He acts out and does crazy things when he gets alcohol in his system. So her friend Andreas is pretty much telling her, I don't think this is the route you need to go down. Because if you're not going to stop drinking and he has a drinking problem, you can't drink around him. That's going to end up bad for the both of you. You can't tell her nothing. She's just naive. She's still thinking she's going to drink, so on and so forth. So the mom gets on the phone and the mom brings it up too. Now she's sitting there looking like Boo Boo the Fool, looking crazy. Because your friend just told you the same thing. This man has an addiction. You're 20 something years old. You ain't prepared for that. You can just look at this little girl. She ain't prepared for that mess. She is not prepared for that kind of life. So you about to set yourself up. You know, the dad gets on there. The dad asks her, the dad asks her, um, is she in her right? Is she in her right? Is she sane? Pretty much. He asked you that for a reason. Now, one thing I know about this life, you better pay attention to people when they family tell you something about them. Pay attention to what they say because they know their family member better than you know them. And the father's asking you that for a reason. Now you sitting around thinking the father asked you that because he being rude. The mama just said, "Oh, he just being funny. He ain't being funny. He ain't being rude. He's telling your ass the truth." Are you ready for what his son about to bring? Because you really can't be mentally sane, and you about to take on his son and take on all these problems he about to bring to you. The father just told you it's for you to pay attention. Because the mama, of course, she go, oh, he just joking. Don't listen to his father. Child, please, you better. You gonna wish like hell you had her. Anyway, then she's and then so they get Daniel on the line. They move forward. They get Daniel on the line. He calls on the phone. Her friend Andreas with the Rosie O'Donnell haircut. He starts asking questions about, are you gonna be a good friend? Are you gonna be good for my friend? You gonna treat her right and this and that other? And we ain't gonna go all into that, but of course, he gonna agree with one thing he said to me. And y'all, we gonna watch and we gonna see what comes out later on. Because he said, trust me, I'm gonna do whatever will work for me. No. Sorry. Whatever I do, and I want to make sure I got this right. Whatever I do will work for me. Moving right along. All right, so Letitia and Keith, we ain't going into that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm trying to compact this out, put a whole bunch of notes, but we ain't gonna be able to get into all of that. Troy meets with his mom. That's the ride to go to Buffon. Her man, he meets with his mom. They talk it out. They hug. They cry. He's playing all hard to get, but that's his mom. So what more can you expect? Pretty much, now we get down to True and Shantae. Back to them. True slept downstairs after he told Shantae, we just gonna date. We're gonna take it slow. We gonna date. Pretty much, I want to see other people. And he tell her he gonna parole out at her house. He's already paroled. Now he gonna continue to stay at her house for parole purposes. He gonna come and sleep with her every night. But they ain't engaged no more. They just taking their time. But he still want to parole. Girl. Shantae, I ain't about to waste my time to continue going on this route with you because you're stupid. And you're going to go outside and sit there and cry like a crybaby instead of cursing his ass out and putting him the hell out of that Airbnb. You're going to go outside and sit there. Girl, put it together. Get it together. That shit that's making me hot. Because it ain't that much dumb in the world. You gonna sit there and let that man tell you that he don't want to be with you after you don't drain your bank account for him. And now he gonna tell you he just want to do his own thing. He pretty much y'all just gonna date. But he don't want to be engaged to you no more. But he still want to parole out at your house and use your address and come and go as he please. And he gonna sleep with you every night. But he ain't ready to commit to you. You ain't ready to commit, take your ass on. Go on with your mama. Ain't that much daggone stupid in the world. Oh, ladies. Don't be this damn stupid over no. It ain't that good. I heard the Rose was better. Don't be that stupid. Because I mean, this just don't make no sense. Now, I've seen some stupid people. This right here takes the cake. He calls his sister. His sister come pick him up. Shantae again in the house. After he don't call her downstairs, she tell me, "Oh, I couldn't sleep all night, girl, whatever." His sister come pick him up, tell him a homegirl that he used to talk to, her homegirl, um, is coming to the gym with them. The homegirl supposed to be meeting up with at the gym with them because she want to see them, but he ain't seen the homegirl in a long time. Okay, y'all know what time it is. It's one of these old hoes that used to be with him. Maybe was good to her, and she about to follow up on that, and the sister helping him out. Shantae, what did you think? These people told you in the beginning, girl. Again, one of these situations where pay attention what people's families tell you. People's families say things and they do things for a certain reason. They may not directly tell you, but they're indirectly trying to tell you, and it's on you to pay attention. Moving right along. Next show. Y'all keep up with Love at the Lockup. It comes on Friday night on WeTV. Keep up with that so that way we can discuss and talk a little bit more. All right, y'all. So this new show that I've been following up on. I did a binge watch on it this weekend. And it's called, I don't know if any of you have ever any of you have ever watched this, but it's Family Empire Houston. Now, this is a good show. I didn't know how much I was gonna like it. It comes on after Love and Marriage Huntsville on Saturday night on OWN network. It comes on at 9 p.m. So check that out. I didn't know how I was gonna like it. It's about a family of girls. I want to say 5 of them, but they followed in their grandmother's footsteps. She was a real estate agent. They grew up with her being a real estate agent. Very, very, what's the word? It was on the tip of my tongue, y'all. I'm trying to move so fast, I forgot. Anyway, well-known real estate family. So their grandmother paid for her granddaughters to get their license in real estate, and now they've opened up their real estate firm, the Braden family firm, or whatever it's called. But they're the Braden family. Good family. I mean, I like them. I like their grandmother. She is hilarious. She had a stroke, so it kind of renders her language, her speech. But from what I understand, she did very well for herself in the real estate game in Houston, Texas. They have a few buildings. She bought up a lot of property, a lot of land in Houston. She owns a lot. So she was really big in the real estate game in Houston, and her granddaughters are following up in the footsteps, and they're doing just the same. But again, so I want to go in depth with you all and let you all know everything about each one of them, but I just cannot do it. So again, the link will be in the description of the video, and you guys can follow up but check it out. So anyway, they're following up on their contract dispute. Chris and Jaquita, which is one of the cousins, and mind you, Jaquita and Jermisha are sisters. Jermisha and Nicole, they are the owners of the Braden Group. Their sister Jaquisha works as an agent for the group, for the Braden Family Real Estate Agency, and her husband Chris, he works as pretty much their camera guy. He does all of their promotions. He does all of that, do all of their content creation. He's pretty much their social media manager. And so they've been having an issue with him about not coming into the office, not fulfilling his obligations, not providing the deliverables in a timely fashion, pretty much just slacking the hell off. And they came up with an ultimatum with him, like either you're gonna get with it or we're gonna get with somebody else. He came up with the idea that we need to put a contract in place, and so Nicole, Nicole's the boss chick. We'll get into Nicole. She the boss chick. Nicole pretty much came up with like, listen, I'll get a contract going with you. Nicole came back with a contract, pretty much told him we're not paying you no more. We're gonna pay you, keep you at your same salary. These are your duties. You need to do X, Y, Z. She presented it to him in front of his wife, Jamisha, at Jaquita, at their house. He need to take some time to go over. So now they're in the office. Nicole, Jamisha, Jaquita, and Chris. They're discussing it. At the end of the day, I get it. They want to keep him at his same pay. I get it, but then I don't get it. See, that's the thing. That's where it gets real sticky at right there, is because dealing with family, it gets very, very sticky. And again, Jermisha and Jaquita are sisters. So of course you're gonna want to look out for your sister. And Nicole and Jaquita are cousins. So of course you're gonna want to look out for your cousin. You're not gonna want it to affect their household because her husband's income affects their household. Let's call a spade a spade. But at the very end of the day, it's like, what am I to do? Business is business. So sometimes it's really a gift and a curse, and the curse to go in business. I'm sorry, with your family because of things like this happening, situations like this coming up, and so they discuss the the um the contract, and they come to an agreement. They come to an agreement about it. He agrees to stay at his same salary, whatever have you. But then they hit him. Jamisha hit him with a left hook. Exclusivity. I can't say that damn word, y'all. Don't worry about it. Exclusive. Okay. Exclusivity. I hope I said it right. Anywho, she hit him with that in the contract. He can't go work for nobody else in the real estate game. No other firms. He cannot go work for them. He got to stay exclusive to the Braden firm. Oh, now I don't blame him with this. Now you just ran up the bag a little bit, because if you expect me to stop my other jobs and just remain exclusive to you, you got to run the money. So they agree. They tell him that, okay, we're gonna follow back up in 3 months. He says no, we're not gonna do that. But they agree to do 60 days. They'll follow back up and see what they'll see. They'll reevaluate him to see what his work performance is, if he's timely with the deliverables, and then they'll make a change. They'll circle back around pretty much to increase his salary, which is fair, because if you showed them you were not dependable in the beginning, then you can't really expect for them to really just start off and just, oh, let's do this contract with more money in it, and things turn out to be the same way, because from my understanding, you were still getting paid and you wasn't even doing the daggone job. So that's crazy. Anyway, they move on. Jermisha discussing, um, she's discussing with the aunties about the land that the grandmother owns. So now Jamisha and Nicole, they found out, the family knows about this land that the grandmother owns, and it could, if they flip it the right way, this land could be very, very profitable for the family. And in this family, the Braden family, they have the G's, which is the grandparents. They have the G1s, which is their parents. The G2s, which are grandkids, which is them, and now the G3s, which is their kids. So Jamisha and Nicole and them, they are the Jaquita, they are the G2s. So they're having Jamisha is having a conversation. She go pick up one of the aunts. She go pick up one of the aunties, no, two of the aunties, Aunt Charlotte and Aunt Cheryl, to take them to a doctor's appointment. I think Aunt Charlotte is having knee surgery, and so finds that to be the perfect time to try to discuss with them about, instead of letting Granny sell the land, to pretty much turn it over to the Braden group, so that way they can flip the land and they can make it profitable for their family legacy. Now, from my understanding, Granny's paying like $34,000 a year on this land. That's what she's paying in taxes. It's just sitting there. It's not doing anything. And the area is up and coming. So if you're into real estate and things of that nature, that may be a good idea. And it's in Houston. Houston is becoming more and more popular. More and more people moving there, so they're running out of housing. So it seems to be a very good idea. So she wants the family to um she wants them to turn over the property to them, so that way they could flip the property and build some houses on it. She came up with this whole plan. She had a developer on the property, so on and so forth, and it's pretty much good idea. The aunties ain't going for it, okay? They trying to talk about our inheritance. And that land, Granny already said my children come first. Granny, she love her grandkids, but she already done said that my kids come first. So I'm gonna look out for my children first. And her children, the G1s, are pretty much like, we want Granny to sell that land and we worry about our inheritance. Jamisha didn't get nowhere with that one. Epic fail. Epic fail. Braden Family Rodeo. Nicole found the perfect spot to talk to Granny about the Braden Family Rodeo. I mean, talk about the land. And Aunt Charlotte. Now, this is Nicole. I'm sorry. Nicole found the perfect opportunity. Now, Nicole sold it to him. Jamisha did a good job, but Nicole sold them on it. She even sold the grandmother. She told her pretty much, we're going to take this land, we're going to sell part of it. That way y'all get a profit on the front end, and then we're going to put some houses on it. We're going to rent them out, so that way y'all still get a profit on the back end, and the family win-win. Boom. She sold it. Everybody comes in there, Jamisha and her feelings. She come in there, and she feel like Nicole trying to backdoor her, but Nicole brought it straight, no chase. She brought it straight, no chase. She brought it to him and she sold them. She sealed the deal. So it don't matter how you got the deal, you still got it. Okay? She did that. But we'll go into that later on. But everybody comes in, they talking, and it just becomes too much. Granny ain't trying to hear. She don't got irritated. I don't want to hear no more. So cuts off. That's the end of that. All right, so y'all. Next show, and it's gonna be our last one. We kind of pressed for time, and my first time doing this, so I hope you guys remain interested in this. I think what I have to do is break this down show by show. Let me just see what the feedback is gonna be. You guys hit the comment box and let me know what y'all think. What y'all think about doing all these shows, or just do one show, focus on one show. Just let me know. I'm still trying to find my footing here, so I may just do one show and break it down and do maybe like 10 or 15 minutes per show. I don't know. I'm still trying to find my footing here. So let me know what you guys want to hear. Hit the comments. Like I told you guys, if you guys don't comment, then I don't know what y'all want to hear about. I don't know how y'all want it. Listen, I'm here for you guys. I want to see what you guys, I want to keep you guys interested. Keep you coming back for more and more and more and more and more. Like your guilty pleasure. Yeah, your guilty pleasure. Keep y'all coming back for more. Because I don't want to lose y'all now. And I want y'all to tell the people. Bring some people on. Bring some friends on. Anywho, Love and Marriage Huntsville. We're going to make this quick. I'm sure you guys are already familiar with Love and Marriage Huntsville. This episode right here, let me tell you something. I like Mel. I've loved Mel for all these seasons. And I just kind of been almost a millimeter, but not sure, but not quite, not close, because I'm not popping up these people places in that crazy old melody now. Listen, I like her, and I hate how her ex-husband did her in the past season. So I really grew a love for her. But I tell y'all what, if this episode didn't do nothing, it showed me her ass is messy. She's slick messy. So now what the people been saying about you in previous episodes, Mel, this is really coming out, and it's really starting to rear its ugly head. And you know what they say, you can hide yourself for so long, but the real you, it'll eventually come out piece for piece. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. So anyway, Mel starts off, she's with her property preservation group. She does that, and she has a class, and she's out in the field and teaching the people. So she called Sonny on the line. If y'all didn't know, Sonny was a producer on the show. She got with one of the girls on the show, Destiny, got with Destiny's man behind Destiny's back, and now Sonny and the man are married. And why the hell they on the show? I don't know. I thought they was gonna do one episode to explain themselves and then be out. But that's beyond me. We'll get into that another time. So Mel called Sonny on the phone. I ain't never heard Mel anything about Mel and Sonny being friends. When she was at that podcast, she didn't seem like she was friends with Sonny. So why all of a sudden now you're friends with Sonny? One thing I know about Mel always friends with her enemy's enemy. She always finds a way to incorporate them fully into the show. When she does not get along with somebody, she goes straight for your enemy. I'm sorry. And I would have thought her ass would have learned a lesson by bringing Tisha's cousin on that for the past couple of seasons, and then Tisha's cousin wind up offering herself allegedly because the feedback and the comments became too much for her, and she was already suffering from pill addiction and trying to work herself off of that. And so, with all the comments and all the backlash she got from coming on the show, she wound up unaliving herself allegedly. So you would have thought Mel would get enough of bringing people in because she's enemies with someone else. They got a mutual enemy. There's neither here nor there. Anyway, she calls her and tell her she got a big announcement, so on and so forth. Um, Kimmy and Reese, they have a tenant that they rent out the building to. The tenant's trying to get her footing in Huntsville. She wants to do a dinner tasting. They invite everybody. They invite Trish, Marcel, Nail, and Fletcher. Um, Letitia, I said Letitia and Marcel. Trisha, the new girl, and her man. I can't think of his name. Anyway, everybody comes and Mel tells Kimmy that she has an announcement. Everybody used to mail announcements. Sometimes they can be shady. Sometimes it can start a big mess. So Kimmy's like, "Can you tell me what it is first?" I don't blame Kimmy. You better find out what she got to say first, because Mel hit y'all ass with a bomb and shut the whole dinner down. Anyway, they start talking about Sonny, and Kimmy talks about how she had dinner with Sonny, and Sonny's trying to move to Huntsville, and they all have their feedback on how they feel about Sonny. Judging by they say that they're friends with Destiny, and Sonny is now married to Destiny's ex, which she got with while Destiny was still with him allegedly. Why would y'all still be friends with her? Why would y'all still invite her into y'all group if your alliance was with Destiny? Something about that is so wrong. I wouldn't want my friends being friends with somebody that got with my dude, which is now my ex, and now she's married to him. I don't care what the situation is. No, What y'all friends with them for? That's shady. Everybody talking about it. Fletcher says that Sonny told him that they were not friends, and Mel comes back. Letitia comes back and said that's a plain out lie. They were doing stuff outside the show. Sonny tried to say, Fletcher says, "Oh, Sonny said that they were friends, and she was just calling her on an as needed basis." She was doing her job, and Destiny got it confused with Sonny doing her job and thought that they were friends. Letitia said, "No, man, no, sir. They were not. It was not just a producer relationship. They were hanging out outside of the cameras. They were going on trips. They were doing this and that and other." So she lying, which we all felt that she was. She was lying. They'll rehearse that story 1,000 times. Her and Moses, they rehearsed that story 1,000 times on how they were gonna come on camera and tell that lie. Y'all been screwing. Y'all was screwing behind that girl back. Call a spade a spade. But why any of y'all friends with her? That's what I'm trying to figure out. They put Trisha in the hot seat again while Mel sit back listening, sipping her tea. They cause she gonna go run her mouth. Anywho, they sent back, they put Trisha in the hot seat about her situation. Trisha with this guy, but she's still married to other man. And that's just a whole headache. We ain't got time for that. We'll get to that a whole nother day. Y'all go back and watch the show. Y'all get into it. Then so here go Mel. Mel meets up with the girls, Kimmy and Letitia, meet up with Destiny at the house, and they tell Destiny all about Sonny. And Mel's announcement was she's taking them all on the trip to they're going on a trip to St. Thomas. And so Letitia says, "I want to bring a plus one." She invites Destiny. Destiny, I don't know if I want to go. You know how it is, Tisha, to be invited somewhere that Mel didn't invite you. You know your ass get kicked out. So they telling her about that. She's still trying to understand why y'all still associating with Sonny. Kim is still trying to tell her side, but at the end of the day, we got your back because our alliance is to you. Not obviously it's not, because why y'all still hanging out with her? Obviously it's not. But then so now we cut to Mel, and Mel is hanging out. Mel goes to dinner with Sonny, and oh, and Destiny tells the girls that pretty much Trisha and Martell know each other. They got a little past. Martell said that Trisha has been to the house a few times before she got with her current dude. But again, go back and watch the show. Y'all know where I'm at. And if you watch it, y'all know where I'm at. Anyway, fast forward to Mel. Mel takes Sonny out. They shopping for bathing suits for the trip to St. Thomas. And Mel, that little laugh, that I like you, Mel. And don't get it twisted. I like you, Mel. But again, you messy as hell. And that little laugh didn't give me nothing but fake-ish starter. And you knew what you were doing. Pretty much you did the same thing. You're doing the same things I heard that you did to Tisha's cousin. You reeled them in and you made them seem like they were your friend and you were so concerned about them. But if you listen to everything that Mel said while they were together during that whole conversation, if you really pay attention, it was all on some get back. That's all it was. It was all on some get back. She said, bump y'all girl code. Y'all didn't have the same sympathy for me when Martell went out and cheated on me and this, that, and the other. It was all get back. It was all get back. Emil, you messy as hell. And that little laugh, whatever you did, that little girl. If I was not irritated by that laugh, you're ish starter. And again, I like you, Mel, but you know what? This episode was not the most flattering of you. You really did your big one. You really are his starter. So, oh yeah, let me tell y'all this too before I forget. Nell and Fletcher. I want them to hear this and hear this clearly. I like y'all. I do. Nell, she's sweet as pie. I like Nell. And Fletcher is too. But if y'all spend one more damn episode talking about y'all children and how y'all tired of giving to them and how they privileged spoiled kids, I'm telling you, I'm tired of hearing about it. Y'all did it. You made the bed. You made them privileged spoiled kids. Get over it. If you got the means to give it to them and you decide you want to give it to them, give it to them. If you don't want to give it to them, don't give it to them. Why the hell are we still talking about it on this show? I don't want to hear about it. It's enough. I'm done. I'm done talking about it. I'm done hearing about it. I don't want to hear about your kids. Let's come on with another storyline. But speaking of Nell, from what I saw in the previews, seems like Nell about to build a whole nother storyline for herself. Because they showed something about her and Kimmy getting into it. And Nell was saying, I whoop that ass. And Kimmy said, my ass is right here. Just like my ass is going to be right here on YouTube for y'all. So y'all make sure to like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends about it, and make sure you comment to tell me what you like about it, what you don't like about it. Listen, I'm here for y'all feedback. If you don't feel like you want to do it on there, oh, good. Well, that lifted out. Yeah. If you don't feel like you want to do it on here, hit me up in my inbox. Send me a text. Send me something. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Again, it's not perfect. We're going to get to that point. But let me know what can be changed. What y'all didn't like. I'm here for all the feedback, okay? I appreciate it. I'm not going to be offended. Trust me. It's very hard to offend this Sagittarius. Offend this Sagittarius. It's very hard. Anyway, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all whoever stayed in and kept up with me. If you didn't stay in, keep up with me. Take your ass back and rewatch this because it's gonna be available. Thank y'all for joining me on Crown by Kenzie. Y'all take care and happy Monday.